Hi, everybody. Louis Balla with Nuage. Today, we're continuing our Stratus Insights web series. I'm joined by Glenn Saunders, who heads our Stratus program here at Nuage. Today, we're going to share with you a comprehensive insights into our NetSuite customer challenges of 2023, continuing with efficient data management. In 2023, through thorough analysis, examining over 2,000 NetSuite work packets submitted by our customers, we've had the objective to continuously refine and enhance the NetSuite experience with our Stratus customers. Glenn, why don't we jump into efficient data management? What is it? Why do people need it? Can you tell us a little bit about how you are transforming some of our customers on all things efficient data management?
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest things that individuals, customers, execs, that they want to get out of an ERP system are metrics, right? KPIs, metrics, trend analysis, all those things. And anybody who's been in ERP or really any software space for very long knows the term garbage in, garbage out. And I think helping users and executives in our Stratus program understand, hey, have you thought about doing this? Have you thought about adding this variable or this type of dimensionality to your reporting? And how does that flow through so you can get those types of metrics, those types of things at the end of the month or period or real time? A lot of times we see customers coming from a Suite Success implementation, which is a very quick and somewhat limited engagement. It's not a bad thing. I don't think that. I think there's merit to getting up and getting live. But I think where we come in is we're the heavy lifters after they get live on the core stuff of helping them make and understand the full usage and capabilities of the system and everything that it can deliver. And part of that, and again, garbage in, garbage out. Make sure you understand what key elements you're wanting to report on and the pieces that are going to help you get the metrics and the deliverables after the fact so that you have a good strategy going in for data management.
Glenn, I know this oftentimes coincides with just the nature of third-party integrations. What do you typically recommend with just creating a hierarchy, kind of that parent-child relationship as it relates to best practice, whether it's a tight integration versus the limitations of a CSV upload on a monthly basis?
Yeah, I think there's a couple of different strategies to employ there. If it's something highly business critical and real-time requirements, doing a full kind of process scope of system of record and which controls which for process flow updates and things like that is really critical because, we've done hundreds of Salesforce integrations, and which one's a system of record for customer data? Well, financially, NetSuite, CRM and stuff, Salesforce. So really understanding what that means, right? And making sure you have a clear understanding of the business language within your organization. Because so many times people don't. And, you come from this company and it means this thing. You come from this organization, it means something different. So having a clear lexicon that you're utilizing within your organization to understand what things mean when you're talking about them is absolutely critical. And knowing what the data, that this is the system of truth, this is a system of record that we always go to. Now, when you're talking more, a lot of times we get into, I want to have this other data that is relational, but not critical to transactions. So an easy way to do that in NetSuite, which I love, is custom records. You suck that bad boy in via CSV, and guess what? You can report on it. You can correlate it to other data elements. You can blast it away if it's wrong. Like, it's not going to financially impact your system, but it allows for additional reporting elements to be consumed and utilized in the NetSuite system and reported upon, right? Build analytics workbooks and visualizations and stuff like that. I think that's something vastly underutilized by people in NetSuite because they just don't know how easy it is to actually do.
And on the notion of not only aggregation, but how valuable data is to organizations, could you maybe speak to just if I'm a CFO or an owner of an organization, what dollar stamp do I put on my data?
Pretty invaluable. I mean, just customer data alone, particularly if you sell products, right? And a lot of our customers have e-commerce stores. That's going to hold the direct-to-consumer line, but the business relationships, the wholesale, the ones that aren't just one-off buyers, you know, those trends, understanding that is critical. Contact information, like we talked about on one of these series earlier, is what happens if you don't have access to your data. And we had someone we know, Louis, of course, that their database on premise, not NetSuite, thank God. They went to NetSuite after, but got locked and encrypted in a ransomware attack. They couldn't get access. They couldn't. So they went to pen and paper for a matter of months until they got live on NetSuite, if I remember correctly. So it's a critical lifeblood for a lot of organizations. Yeah, you can work around it, but it's not ideal, not optimal, and not recommended.
And I guess just getting a little bit more efficient as an organization with your data, beyond the ability to report, to make decisions in real time, which is a huge and critical impact. What other efficiencies do you tend to see? What other high level impacts can the Stratus team bring with tightening up all things data and not only the relationships, but the ability to make more decisions?
Yeah, I think just helping elaborate a little bit on the data that executives are looking to see, or CFOs, presidents of organizations, even director of operations or sales folks. It's like taking our team and saying, well, have you thought about it this way? Does this matter? I go through a lot of discovery calls with customers, both from the pre-sale side to the Stratus side, of what are you looking to get and what do you want? What do you need to be better? And then you start to layer in, well, have you thought about using this? Have you thought about how to do this? And I think that's where we help bring in that, what we've seen across, I don't know how many NetSuite accounts or how many customers or prospective customers I've talked to over my course of my 18 and a half year career at this point. But we've learned a lot, and we use that when we go to talk to our customers, right? So we're bringing that capability of what we've seen elsewhere and helping other organizations say, and it doesn't mean it's always going to be a fit, right? For data management, does it matter what category you're selling or classification, or is it item, configurations and things like that? Is it buying patterns through seasonality? But we can ask those questions to help our customers think outside of their normal comfort zone about the business, to help drive those types of conversations and those types of outputs that they may have a revelation of, oh my God, we're making a ton of money here. We're selling this like hotcakes in a certain geographical location. Why is that? And then they start to ask those more fundamental questions that can really be a eureka moment for an organization.
Well, Glenn, thank you for joining us today. And in conclusion, our journey here at Nuage with the Stratus Managed Services is really about being at the forefront of innovative, user-centric solutions, cloud services as it relates to the NetSuite ERP application. Our insights today reflect our commitment to not just meet, but exceed your expectations. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. Tune in to the next episode in our web series on 2023 insights with our Stratus tickets. Thanks again. Thank you, Glenn.
Thank you.